Looking at the prices of some of those legendaries can be a bit intimidating, but fear not, there is an alternative. I've got a deck here today with a lot of power that won't put a dent in your wallet. As a matter of fact, the entire deck can be bought for just under $6. Interested? Then let's jump right into the deck tech for budget Earth Briar in Blitz. So first, let's talk about the payoffs to playing Earth Briar. The absolute best reason to play the deck would definitely have to be the card Bramble Sparks, which we are running the full 6 copies of. This card not only provides some arcane damage, but when fused can also provide a big power boost to the next attack action you play, and it costs no resources? Yeah, this card's definitely the real deal. And keep in mind, it's our only main deck way to deal arcane damage, which is going to be important for a couple other cards we're going to mention later. The other big payoff to playing Earth Briar is actually the card Entwine Earth, which we are running a full 6 copies of. The base rate for red 2-cost attacks is around 6 attack, but with a fusion, red Entwine Earth can get up to 8 attack on its own, which is crazy. Even the blue version gets up to 6 attack with a fusion. And with some buffs like Bramble Sparks, for instance, yeah, these attacks can get really, really big real quick. This is an important card to the deck, and definitely the strongest attack that we have. We are also running the red and yellow versions of Stir the Wildwood, a card pretty similar to Entwine Earth, but with slightly less attack to it. With fusion, the red Stir can get up to 7 attack, though if you've dealt arcane damage, it can get up to an impressive 9 attack instead. So this card works extremely well in tandem with Bramble Spark. Though, as I mentioned earlier, that's currently our only way to deal arcane damage in the main deck, so I wouldn't expect the arcane damage trigger to occur very often. Really, we are running Stir as extra copies of Entwine Earth in the deck. The interaction with Bramble Sparks is just a bit of gravy on top, really. The final elemental attack we are running is the red version of Rites of Replenishment. To be completely honest, we don't really care about the actual effect of the card itself, but it is important that this card is a 2-cost elemental attack with Earth Fusion. The ability to add cards back to your deck with the card's effect can be useful, but honestly, we just need it since a number of cards in the deck care about not only fusion, but also elemental cards. One of these cards is Weave Lightning, which we are running the red and yellow versions of. It may seem a bit weird to be running an Earth Briar deck with Weave Lightning, but this card is important to our strategy. Not only does it provide your elemental attacks with a power boost, but when they are fused, it gives the attack go again as well, which allows you the opportunity to swing with the Rosetta Thorn for the 2 arcane damage and 2 regular damage. That's actually one thing the deck has quite a big focus on. Not only are we trying to buff and play attack actions for big damage, but we are also trying to give the attack go again to allow us to swing the Rosetta Thorn. Since all of our elemental attacks cost 2, and the Thorn costs 1 to swing, we play a decent number of blue cards in the deck, so you only have to pitch 1 card to swing with both of them. The other way to give our attacks go again, outside of Weave Lightning, is of course Briar's ability to create Essence of Lightning tokens. This deck runs a lot of 0-cost non-attack actions, so getting these Essence of Lightning tokens isn't actually that difficult. And the rest of the deck is full of Earth cards to help with the actual Earth fusion in question. The best of these cards is the card Weave Earth, which we are running the full 6 copies of. Not only is it good with fusion, but it provides a power boost to all the attacks in the deck as well. And if the attack in question happens to be fused, the buff provided gets bigger as well. We are also playing both the red and blue versions of the card Burgeoning, a powerful earth attack that gains power when played from the arsenal. This makes red Burgeoning a good fusion target, as you can fuse with it, and then place it in your arsenal at the end of your turn for later use. The blue version is mostly used to pitch for resources though. The remaining cards in the deck are all blue earth cards for use in both fusion and pitching for resources. Blue Autumn's Touch isn't a great attack, but it does block for 3. Earthlore Surge can be used to give your attack a boost if you get the resources for it. Amulet of Earth is a cheap card that can be played for 0 to help get those Essence of Lightning tokens. And finally, Sow Tomorrow is a good fusion target, as like Burgeoning, you can place it into your arsenal after fusing for an extra effect. This time, getting some card draw. And that's it for the main deck. As for equipment, we are running Hope Merchant's Hood, which can help you re-roll your hand in case you're missing a card. If, for instance, you are missing an Earth card for fusion, you can try to redraw your hand to find one. We are also playing the Heartened Crossstrap, which can be used to help pay the resource cost for any of our attack actions. Since all our attacks cost 2 to play, this equipment can be used to fully pay for any of the attacks if you have no cards in hand to pitch for them, or want to save a card in hand for Earth Fusion. For the arms, we've got the Goliath Gauntlet, a powerful way to give a +2 buff to one of our attack actions. Once again, all our attacks cost 2, so this affects every attack action in our deck. Finally, on the legs, we're playing Sutcliffe Suede Hides, which is another way to give our attack actions go again, if we have the resource to pay for it. Since swinging with the Rosetta Thorn is so powerful, it's definitely a good option to keep in mind. For the sideboard, we are running a full set of Nullrune equipment, except for the helm, where we can run the Runeblade exclusive Crown of Dichotomy instead. And finally, we also run Aether Ironweave, which can also net you resources like the Heartened Crossstrap, but requires a bit more work to get these resources in question. The card does block for 1 in addition to netting those resources though, so in matchups where the extra defense is relevant, this can be a good option. And yeah, that's the entire deck. Altogether, using TCG Player, I calculated the price as being exactly $5.91, which is a mad good deal for a deck like this. It hits hard and still has the ability to go wide as well, though be careful as the deck doesn't do so hot on the defensive. Just try to keep the pressure on your opponent and look for any opportunities to get those Rosetta Thorn swings in, and the deck will work wonders. Let me know how the deck treats you if you try it, and if there are any other heroes you guys want to see budget builds for, let me know. With Everfest on the horizon, it seems like a good time to begin brewing, so hopefully I'll have more neat decks to show off soon. Till then, I'll see you guys later. Bye!